I'm in Holland, where the Bronnikov Method is making its first foray into Western Europe. For me to test the system, I need the help of a blind person. So with me is British woman Judy Dunk. She's chair of St John's Guild, a charity for the blind elderly, and has been blind herself since 1995, as she told me when we met in London shortly before our trip to Holland.
It did take nearly 6 months to discover what it was, because it is quite rare. And then she sort of said, right, you'll go blind by the time you're 40. And that horrified me. But blind doesn't mean black, which is what I thought it did at that time.
You can be registered blind, but it doesn't mean that you can't see anything.
Yeah. Only 3% of blind people can't see anything at all.
Judy has limited sight, and from time to time she uses a wheelchair for a back condition. She demonstrates the level of her sight for me by writing what she can see of a word that I've written, held up for her by her carer, Margaret. It's not rude.
There. Now, I don't know what you've written. What's the word?
Envelope.
Oh, envelope. There you go. That says envelope.
Yeah. So that's tricky,
now,
isn't
if
it?
you actually transfer that to everything that I look at, then you've got some idea of how I see things.
This is the baseline from which any improvement in Judy's sight must be measured. Although she shares my scepticism, Judy is intrigued by the claims made for the Bronnikov Method.
Well, there is one phrase on their website that actually states, we can make blind people see who haven't got any eyes. We'll give it a go and we'll see. So, Derren, what do we know about this man, Mr. Bronnikov?
Not a huge amount. He's a very elusive character. He has a real legend around. Slightly kind of Rasputin-esque, I think. Yeah. Our first stop is this former church near Amsterdam. It is to be the first Bronnikov school for the blind where partially sighted people will be taught to see. The school will be run by a blind couple, Jan and Tina Visser. Tina claims to have already benefited from the method. What is your aim for having the Bronnikov Centre here?
Well, for the centre, of course, the awareness, I think, is very important. And it's a big adventure to see how far you can go. Well, let's go for try and see some things. I already saw colours.
What's your experience of it, Jan?
The same like Tina, with the colours, with coloured paper, I told you. I saw it just in front of me, and also with some shapes.
You're talking about actual physical vision when you're saying you're seeing colours?
Yeah, there were colours around me. I was in it. It was completely around me. Whoa!
Fantastic.
And it was very emotional.
I can imagine, that's absolutely amazing. It sounded wonderful. I was aware of Charles Bonnet syndrome, where blind people can convincingly hallucinate, but was this something else? I was intrigued.
What would you, at a very personal level, hope to gain from using the Bronnikov method?
Well, everybody's expecting me to say, I guess, I want to see. But this longing is not so strong in me because I'm so used to who I am and how I live. But of course, it's so interesting, and that's a weak word, exciting to explore.
Right.
So yes, I hope to make progresses, of course.
Tina and Jan are keen to show me what it is to be blind.
You trust me? Yeah, I trust you. Okay, come on.
They've designed a kind of everyday obstacle course in which sighted people are plunged into darkness and taught how the other senses come into play.
I can hear the birds. It just sort of smells and all seems very nice.
It was extraordinary. I could tell, for example, the shape and size of my environment just through sound.
Do you hear the difference?
Yeah.
And I was guided through different soundscapes from parks to busy roads.
Very good.
You do know.
Yes. Good. Very
notice how much you are noticing
Yes.
without noticing that you're noticing. You know, is it just to be aware of what you can pick up that you just simply don't bother paying attention to. But also, just an insight into your world. I know that's sort of obvious, but there's a big difference between sitting down with somebody who's blind
Yes.
and then suddenly feeling very close to you in there and kind of feeling like we're both sort of sharing this, and it's a very different thing. There's a difference between you're really connecting with those people and you're sort of trampling on their memories and insulting the bereaved and the deceased.
No, you're insulting the people out there, the believers. You only having an opinion. Derren, we've had a good week.
I have to present you with this so you can respond.
Okay, we've had a good week.